this started then. Our FC Pro World Championship journey. Our final four that remain. GuiBarros against ManuBachoore. On the opposite side, Levy David against Bryce. Who will be in our grand final for this 2025 season? And who will write themselves into the history books? We can't wait for it. We can only hope the games are as good as they were yesterday in the quarter-finals. Both have had very different FC Pro journeys to get here. GuiBarros got his ticket to the World Championships back from the MLS back in March, a long old time ago. It's not spoken about enough, Tom. How this game changes, how the patches come in, how the new promo items come in, and the best of the best still adapt every single time.
Yeah, people always say, oh, so this player going to be patched?
Ooh. Oh, my. What? A start. Kind of feels like he's just taken the words out of your mouth there, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, we were speaking about players getting patched, but what I can tell you is the best players, they always find the way. They always adapt to new metas. GuiBarros, perfect example of that. You can't ask for a better start, you know, new day. I mean, it was interesting. It's a red time shot. A bit of nerves maybe from Manu giving the ball away like that. Little La Croqueta taking us back a few years there into the low-driven finish we see all the time. Great start.
You know what, that was a great movement, great dribbling. It was hard to defend because he had to defend also the Trivela shot, so he had a good read what Manu will defend. But that was a big mistake to her. I don't expect Manu to be like a nervous guy at the beginning because there was not even like, he had no even the player lock on the player, so it should not be a pass like that in the first minutes.
But if you cast your mind back to yesterday, Tom, this knockout game for GuiBarros, he was 2-0 down in early doors against Texas, and he came back fighting, snatched the game 5-4 in the end. What a start this could be for the Brazilian. He's on the hunt for a second in the first 10 minutes. GuiBarros still building. Speaking of that second goal, Harry Kane unable to find it, but the point I'm trying to say, Tom, is how important is it to start early, especially against the former world champion like Manu?
Yeah, I think in games like this it's really important. I mean, we do see games swing quite a lot. We've seen Manu making his first attack.
First time he's been in the box of GuiBarros as he runs into Pedro Neto. No way through on this occasion. Lionel Messi now, he fancies an effort from distance. It was quite an ambitious angle from that far out.
Interesting shot selection. I mean, times it green, which is always a good sign. So, on his first shot timed red, and you want to make sure you time your shots. But yeah, these good starts are really important. They will make you feel more comfortable. But we've seen the way the game swing as Manu's in one-on-one.
Oh, well played. Ball roll, Harry Kane, clinical. It was never really in doubt, was it?
Yeah, that's a typical Manu goal. Like first time triangle pass in a perfect timing. It's hard to defend, but also a good finish, you know. Make the ball roll before to have the space. I wanted to say, like, yesterday Johnny was leading 1-0, like also in the second minute against Manu, but he came back really good. He dominated the game. Could lead also 4-1 against one of the best players in Europe. So Manu knows that situation, and I think, yeah, he's good in it.
Not really spoken about enough, Tom. I mean, these players, we're looking at just got 8 p.m. here in Riyadh. It's a long old time, isn't it? All day. How do you think you'd be preparing on a Sunday for this, to get ready and not overthink about the game and the occasion and the $150,000? Because on one side, you qualify for the FC Pro Open next year. Massive achievement, getting that locked in. But the other side, surely you're up all night kind of thinking about it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You obviously have to peak late. It's at 8 p.m. You know, obviously you're not going to get up too early, are you? If you're not, you need to be peaking around this time. I'm sure players are probably just relaxing at this point. You don't want to be doing too much. Maybe your coach is watching some games. The player probably feels so good at the game, they don't really need to be watching previous gameplay or studying stuff. You might leave that to a coach, take on a bit of information. Really, as well, when you're this deep into a tournament, I don't think you need to do too many warm-ups as well, because you just want to get back out on stage and get playing again. Warming up at this point isn't as crucial as maybe it is on the group games.
Well, that was the replay of Manu's goal that he scored to put in 1-1. There's just a small pause in the game. There might be a slight controller issue for one of the players But you look at, just leading on what Tom was saying, Mo, both players have got really good infrastructures for sure. I know GuiBarros has been having sort of team meetings middle of the day, going through certain gameplay, looking at his opponent, and there's no doubt that Team Liquid, knowing those guys and all around them, that even the names of Emre Yilmaz, who will be eliminated, will still be saying to Manu, right, do this, do that, watch out for that, maybe try and find that weakness in a certain part of the game. How important is it having those teammates around you?
Yeah, 100%. You need to scout your opponent. That's, I think, the most important thing before a game, like in a tournament where it's like 3-4 days. You don't need to warm up. I think it's like important to practice green time finish and some shots you do. But ooh.
What a response this is, by the way. It's another ball roll. It's a copy and paste finish from ManuBachoore. He's up by 2-1 now.
He's very identical, Brandon. 2 finishes exactly the same. He comes in, there's another through ball that's quick. We'll get a replay up here. Look, it's just the same kind of goal. Look, quick through ball, first time, ball roll finish that Manu's obviously practiced really well, knows how to deal with them one-on-one situations. He's flipped this game on his head in no time.
That pass from Harry Kane, by the way, is that a little back kill?
Ooh, that was a nice goal. You know, both attacks is not defendable. I think it's too fast. They're too smart runs because like there are 2 or 3 guys running behind the back 4. It's really hard to defend. I know it well because I played ManuBachoore last week for the weekend league for my Elite 1 reward. So I conceded like 4 or 5 goals in that similar style.
We spoke about that a few days ago, Mo. It's great to see that it's still in your mind.
Yeah.
Speaking of GuiBarros, he's looking for an equaliser now. He's 1-0 up in this game, just after 1.5 in-game minutes. ManuBachoore, former world champion, back on top. Of for how long? Ronaldinho is lacroquettering his way towards Manu's goal in the build-up to the first one as Messi wants options and he's not going to get any.
I think we see nerves on both sides. There was like 3-4 unforced mistakes that leads to the goal. So yeah, maybe they're a little bit nervous. I think it will go down like when the minutes go.
Although he's had a slow start, Tom, Manu has really got a good foothold in this game. He's grown into it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's picked up the pace from the start. I mean, he's in again.
Oh no, copy and paste again, yeah. If it's not broken, why fix it?
3 times. It's 3 times we've seen the same through ball. I mean, GuiBarros isn't comfortable here. You can tell he's not quite tracking the runs, not understanding what Manu's going to do next. I mean, after a really good start as well, Manu's completely unsettled his rhythm. And yeah, 3 goals very similar. I mean, a different finish this time. We see a low-driven Trivela. But Manu's setting up these runs really well. You can see he sets Kane off there. Oh, wow. It's inches. Wow. Oh, I wouldn't want to be the linesman in that situation.
That's perfect. You know, it's not. You can't defend it. It's too fast, too perfect. Like normally he plays first the striker and then he sends his right wing and left wing. But now it was like the different option. He sent his striker and played the other way. So I really don't know how to defend that attacks.
I think I agree with Mo that the variety in attacks, when players can do more than one different variation and they can hit through balls at any angle, that's when you really feel it. And Manu's showing us why he's one of the best here. The variety in attacks. As Mo said, you track the right and left, and then he can come through the central as well. It's really hard to deal with.
Can we just have a word on that in-game item, by the way? Harry Kane, Tom. It was crossed all 4 players' teams in the competition still. Out of a 50 million coin budget.
I mean, incisive pass plus, it's so key on the striker now because of these through balls, because the way it sets up. That's exactly why he's being used. And at 23k, barely takes up any of the budget.
Yeah, I think he and like Messi are really the most strikers used because they have like the tiki-taka and the excessive pass, so that combination is really dangerous. And of course they have like great attribute on finishing and pace.
It's so interesting though, Mo, how the teams change from start to end of the game. Of course, we know promos and play styles dictate that, especially more than most. The 5 play style pluses, or at least 4 you see across most items now.
Yeah, I think we saw like every month it changed. Like there was some times where like the rapid play style was the most important, then the finesse shot, and now it's really the incisive pass with the tiki-taka trade. Like every player has in the pro level, you have to have this both play styles.
Here's Manu. Unbelievable start. He's had in a semi-final of the FC Pro World Championships. Believe it or not, since he won the World Championship back in 2023, he hasn't won a single individual tournament. He lost in the EWC final last year to someone else who's in the top four here. Levy de Veer and PH Zin, they were a duo at the time of Ajax. He came across to the Premier League this year. And although he's been in the FC Pro Open, he hasn't been able to go extra mile. Same goes for the Champions League. Speaking of which, Manu is Sabio. Could be a tap in, it is! ManuBachoore is having quite the semi-final at the moment. 4-1 he leads in the first 30 in-game minutes.
Looks like something's rocked GuiBarros. He looks really low and really down in his chair. You saw his two coaches there trying to G him up. And it looks like a little error at the end again where the ball's rebounded and he's given it back to Manu. We'll have another look. I mean, firstly, to let him shoot like that's not great. But then there, you see, like just a little bit, maybe if he's a bit sharper, he can just clear that and not run into him. I don't know if I'm being harsh, but yeah, you can tell that he's not happy. He knows he can lift it, and we're going to need a big turnaround here.
Yeah, RB Leipzig. Ferminator or Daniel watching on there, a Dr. Nightwatch, who has been a huge part of GuiBarros' journey.
We saw yesterday Tex had a big lead against GuiBarros, and GuiBarros always came back. But I feel like the energy is not the same today like yesterday. He was like, his confidence level is not that big. But he needs like one goal, and then I think he will be back.
Just small attacks like that being rushed a little bit. I don't know if he needed to play that player lock straight away as Manu's running down the wing.
Well, this could get even more out of hand before half-time. Team Liquid must be watching it as well. Remember, there is a club championship alongside the FC Pro World Championship here and the Esports World Cup. $27 million on the line. And Team Liquid are in an unbelievable position to put some serious pressure on Team Falcons. A win here will guarantee them at least 750 club championship points, regardless of the result in the grand final. Big bounce to him yesterday. We were speaking the fact that Manu's openly said there was a period this year where he didn't really play the game for a month or two.
It's a long season, you know. It's a long season. There's highs and lows. Ooh. I don't blame him, in a sense. You can't be at 100% all season. I don't think we've ever seen a player just dominate the whole year. It comes in peaks and it goes back down. I think Manu, maybe that break after the Pro Opens helped him come back with a bit of a fresher mindset when it comes to the business end of the season. You know, some players might be burnt out by now. They think, oh, I've got another day of practice, you know. It's been 9-10 months since I started this. Maybe the break served Manu well.
At the moment, he looks flawless in this semi-final mode. If you're on the side of GuiBarros here, I know you have been a massive advocate for him yesterday in that game against Tech. You backed that he was going to win. You're 3 goals down. How do you get yourself back in the right mental capacity for this game?
No, to be honest, I think he needs Manu to like... Manu is too good, actually. When Manu keeps up that play, you have no chance to come back, because that's the best EFC I'm seeing this year. So I can't be harsh to GuiBarros because Manu is just too good. You have to make him uncomfortable, you know? You need to score a goal, I don't care how, with a corner, free kick, and then maybe it starts from there.
I don't think he's going to get a goal before half-time here, and it looks like he's going to be going into that pause or break with a 3-goal deficit. Could it get even worse before that point? We've played over a minute already, but the referee's continued. Hansen back inside. Messi, one more pass. There was a left foot finesse on for Lionel Messi. Why is he playing the extra pass, Tom?
He's too good for himself. He's tried to overcook. The chance is so open. That could have been Manu's moment to book himself a place in the final.
On the opposite side, Mo, how big of a lifeline could that be for GuiBarros? Because he should be really going into half-time with an extra goal down.
Yeah, I think that was really good for him. He's still in the game. We saw yesterday Manu also missed a penalty to go up 4-1. And then Johnny came back from then. It was a close game, so it's not over now. But you surely have to score this goal. But it's amazing how he plays, how he fast. The attacks are really fast. Tiki-taka playing, long shots, first-time triangles. That's everything what you want from a pro. And I'm really impressed.
Half-time thoughts, Tom. 45 minutes in, you sort of forget that Manu went down 1-0 in 1.5 minutes. It didn't really bother him, did it? Because 5 or 6 minutes in games later, he was back 2-up, and he was cruising.
It's the way he scores the goals as well. It's not like cheap goals. It's really good FC. It gives you a load of confidence when you score a nice, clean goal. Manu's had a lot of them. I mean, it could have been the cherry on the cake, the 5th one. That extra pass was nice. He just rushed the finish in the end. I mean, he could have gone for Messi. He could have taken a touch, Eusebio. He almost had too many choices. He won the ball back high here as well.
Yeah, we only speak about his offense, but I don't remember like GuiBarros had a really good chance after his goal. So his defense also completely there. And he's sharp, he's good in the pressing moments. So it's an overall package from him.
I think as well, Mo, you know, players that can press and players that can trap you and make you feel suffocated, they're the really good players, right? Like any player that's dominated FC, like Anders, Tex, Dosari, even yourself, Mo, it's that high pressure play that does it, where you feel like you can't do your simple stuff. You try to play out, you can't.
At what point do you make a change, Tom? You've played the same tactics all tournament long, you've been used to it at work, and you're not used to being in a position where you simply can't play the way you want to play. I know it's 9 minutes, so I know there's a long time left to be played, but at the moment, he's not had much joy.
Give it maybe 5 more minutes if there's no sign of improvement. Although this is a start, like he's building a decent attack. Again, just not quite there. I mean, yeah, maybe between 55 and 60. Because he's not really breaking Manu's rhythm. It's not about, like, getting to the box. Manu's in a real rhythm here. And it kind of feels like he's just waiting to score the 5th goal.
Next goal is huge if GuiBarros wants to keep his World Championship dream alive. Could this be that moment to do so now as Ronaldinho finds himself a little bit isolated? He's down the bar, Manu weathering the storm without real any doubt there. It's another clever pass, and this team of the season, Harry Kane, is having all the joy in the world. Still, fortunate enough, Vicario just does enough there to keep GuiBarros in possession.
Simply outrageous what Manu's doing. The timing of these passes, the quick player lock there is just, as Mo said, this is a really, really, really high level of FC, and Manu is peaking right in the right moments, you know, come to a semi-final, playing some unbelievable stuff here.
Eusebio, okay, a little scoop turn from the English forward who's been full of goals. There's a pause come in. It's not coming from GuiBarros, believe it or not. It's coming from the side of ManuBachoore. Speaking of GuiBarros, this could be a chance for Lionel Messi. Blazed over the bar.
I don't know what I have to say, because you know, the goalkeeper was not perfect. Like, the goalkeeper waiting with like some chips on it 2 minutes before, so the right corner was free. I don't know why he rushed his shot. It's red time? Yeah,
it's red time. Red as well.
Ooh, I think he chose the wrong direction and red time finish, so there was a chance to come back, because before that chance, it looked like Manu can score like 7 more goals. It's just perfect EFC from Manu, so you need to make that shot.
He's not got that on target. You think he's going the opposite?
Just rushed, just forced, just no composure,
really. It sums up how he's feeling, really, doesn't it? If you had to ask a question, how's GuiBarros feeling right now? Probably pretty stressed, probably quite nervous, and you've just probably seen that in the timing of the finish, Mo.
Yeah, I think he was surprised that Manu moved his goalkeeper in the right direction, then was like rushing that time finish.
You can tell what game he's in, Tom. I just saw Manu off camera celebrate that miss. It's like he's celebrating every tackle on you, as every minute he's getting closer and closer towards a grand final. "30 minutes away, ManuBachoore, from being back at a World Championship Grand Final." Coutinho tried to just dink that into the path of Harry Kane, and it really is teetering this on Manu scoring a fifth.
I feel like that was the chance of GuiBarros, you know, with 30 minutes to go to make it 4-2. You're right back in the game, and it's one of them where if it gets saved, if it's good goalkeeper movement, you know, if it goes out for a corner, you say head up. But to miss a chance like that, it plays on your mind. You're really doubting yourself. You know, he's obviously not playing at the level he wants to be at anyway, and then timing red like that, in a moment like that. Oh.
Where's that one going? Konate brave. But GuiBarros is a real confidence player, though. He gets the goal, stand off his chair, give himself a bit of a hype up. Eusebio could really be on to put the nail in the coffin now. Eusebio is going to fall back. It's a horrible goal to concede. But Manu will not care one bit. He is edging closer towards a World Championship Grand Final.
Punishment. This punishment, he had to score that chance at 4-2. I mean, he's going to be a bit frustrated with the rebound, but he's given up a crazy chance here. Like, Manu really should be scoring the first one if he reads the keeper movement. Harry Kane, grateful for the tap-in, but that is just FC at this level. You get punished, you have to take the chance.
Yeah, I feel like, of course, it's unlucky, but how Manu also played this offensive attack, it was really good. Just choose the wrong direction at the attacking, but he don't like had the right time finish. So when the direction is in the goal, you have the chance to get the rebound. But GuiBarros, yeah, it was red time, go like 5 meters behind the goal. So that's not easy.
He's had 2 of those, hasn't he, Tom? I mean, they're never nice to concede, let alone in a game that is your biggest in your career.
I mean, you can get frustrated, but you also think like you can't give up a chance like that in the first place. I know he's had good keep movement, but the main problem is he's let Eusebio in 12 yards away from goal. I don't think pros get too annoyed at rebounds sometimes if you're giving up a chance like that. You kind of just think, well, he had a massive chance to score anyway. And yeah, what Mo said, like if GuiBarros times his one, you know, maybe gets a rebound there and he's timed it red, gone over the bar. Manu goes to the other end, hits it yellow, I think it was. Still not the greatest finish, but you just can't give chances like that away, because even if it is saved, it falls back to him like that. And I think that is the moment that Manu's secured himself into the final.
Quite a lengthy pause now, as we said. He's under 30 minutes away. It's a 4-goal swing, Mo. I mean, we've seen comebacks in our time, but against Manu, who's been pretty much perfect defensively.
Yeah, it's hard, to be honest, but still possible. I think I had one like 5-1 against Ustun sometimes, but he's also a player who's really offensive and not a defensive mind guy. Yeah, the way it looks still
is what?
Even when it's like 2-1 Bachoore with that game, I would say like it's hard that GuiBarros will win. Just how the way Manu plays offensively and defensively.
Can see your messages in the chat as well. Only applauding how good Manu has been defensively. Ramos coming in there. Manu is the best player in the world and is making history tonight. Can't argue with that. With the performance you've seen so far, you wouldn't believe that the last few days he's not actually been that well. He's been struggling with a little bit of a fever. It's not affected his FC at all, I'll tell you that. It's Messi, got a little bit of a mazy run now. GuiBarros to get one back, and as good as it is, he can't find a way through that corner, lofted in. Mickey van der Ven clearing away just as far as GuiBarros' Ronaldinho, and the confidence it must give you, Tom, when you can weather every storm that comes at you and you can get the odd bounce, you can time the tackle well. A confidence is just beaming from him.
I think Manu knows that as well. But a couple of defense, he will break him off in the end. Like, he will get a counter attack and finish this once and for all. All he has to do is keep winning his tackles like that. I notice it with the Team Liquid guys. They're so good at like making sure they control the game and then pick you off on the counter attack. We saw Levy do it once or twice yesterday. Just, yeah, it's a long way back for GuiBarros. I don't think it's going to happen.
Sometimes you find opponents like who suits your gameplay. He played now GuiBarros yesterday, Johnny, both playing like fast counter-attack gameplay. I think it will change in the final. Either Levi de Weert or Breeze playing really slow, control the game more, have more ball position. So I think Manu needs to adapt for it tomorrow. But when he plays like that, to be honest, I don't think Levi de Weert and Breeze feels really confident playing him.
Again, it's poor pass from GuiBarros' Harry Kane into Ronaldinho, and it really is just a case of just seeing this game tick down. 4 goals in 10 in-game minutes, 9 minutes or not. It's too big of an ask. And I mean, Mo, you probably know from when you played him in for champs, but he ain't going to stop now, is he, Manu?
No, he want to score. He want 10. To be honest, he would try it. I think for GuiBarros it's important also, even it's like it feels impossible to score 1-2 more goals to like the end tournament like a little bit better, to have a better feeling going home.
You really look at it though, Tom, in terms of the chances he's had, GuiBarros. There's about two or three good chances, if that. He's not really had anything.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about a big chance. He was 4-1 down. Manu's not giving much up at all. And that's where Manu can really express himself in attack. I think once you've locked down the defence and you're happy with your player switching and your tackling, you know you're going to keep having chances to attack. So you can be as creative as you possibly want because you think, all right, well, this one doesn't go right, the next one will, and I'll get you at one point. And I think, yeah, if you ask any top-level player, they lock their defence down first, feel comfortable with that, you can completely express yourself in attack, and that's what Manu's managed to do in this game.
Here he comes again now. 2023 World Champion. He will be one game away from writing himself into even more history in this esport. How hard is this as well, Tom, to be in a situation where you know the game is done? You've got to play on for the sake of being a good sportsman.
Yeah, it's difficult. You just have to keep playing, just in case you can get one, just in case something happens. But really, I think regardless, I mean, that tackle's definitely secured it. With 5 minutes left, maybe 7 minutes included added time, there is no way Manu concedes 4. Also, how great it is for Manu. Just gets to chill, express himself and get ready for the final.
Yeah, I think GuiBarros, it's, you know, he will be sad after the game, of course, but he could be proud of himself. He had a really good season, being like in finals, semi-finals. I needed also like 3 years. I was 2-time semi-finalist before I won the World Championship. So he needs to learn from that, to see what he did wrong, and then come back next year. He will be in the Pro Opens. So he secured his spot yesterday. And I think he will have a good chance next year to maybe win the whole thing.
Especially after the start that he had. He only scored after just 1 minute 30 seconds, and you only us telling him what went wrong. And you are right, Mo, in weeks to come we'll look back and think, you know, what a season this has been for me. When the FC Pro Open next year, before the new games even hit the streets, I've had my biggest ever paycheck in my career, $70,000 guaranteed in this year's FC Pro World Championships. There's the extra pass, and there's the consolation, unfortunately. It won't be anything more than that. ManuBachoore will be progressing through to a grand final here in Riyadh.
And we will see him later. Like, we have a match of the 3rd place, and then I think he have a good chance to have a good spot here in the tournament. I think it's a big game also. Like, you want to be the third. Yeah.
Well, the prize money stays the same, Tom, but of course there's those all-important club championship points on that third and fourth place game just in a few hours.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see GuiBarros there again. I hope he can express himself. You know, I feel like he hasn't truly got going in this game. Something seemed to unset him at the start. His rhythm, as soon as Manu went 2-1 up, he kind of just got the feeling that Manu was going to win the game. And yeah, Manu, wow, what a performance, by the way. He was unbelievable.
Absolutely perfect from Team Liquid's ManuBachoore. He's into the grand final. And he's just paid himself $150,000 before a ball's even been kicked in that huge matchup. The question is, who will he face, Louis David or the Frenchman in Bryce? Commiserations to GuiBarros. He will be back in a few hours to play that third and fourth place playoff match.